competent, he wins this round. Awards. Both footballing idols have won many awards, but which one has more significant achievements? Ronaldinho, for example, has won the FIFA World Player of the Year award twice throughout his career, but has only won the Ballon d'Or once. As for the clubs he's played for, he's a little behind, his most important honors being the Copa Libertadores and the UEFA Champions League. Playing for the Brazilian national team, Ronaldinho stands out more, having won the Confederations Cup as well as the much-disputed 2002 World Cup. Meanwhile, Pele was one of the most honored athletes in history, starting with the Ballon d'Or, although at the time only European players, and 2 Intercontinental Cups. As for World Cups, Pele is by far the most honored player of all time, having won 3 World Cups for Brazil. And it's no coincidence that the king of football has already been voted the best footballer of the 20th century by FIFA. With all that, there's no doubt that Pele was the most honored player. Passing. Both football stars were exceptional players, but which of them has the best ability to make accurate passes? Ronaldinho, for example, is considered a great benchmark for this skill. The Brazilian star was able to put the ball exactly where his teammates needed it to create goals, finding great spaces and valuable opportunities for his team. Ronaldinho was all into unpredictable trajectories and deceiving his opponents. Pele, on the other hand, was a player with incredible passing ability. He was especially skillful at short and medium passes, using his technique to dribble past opponents and provide beautiful passes. The Brazilian also excelled at long-distance passing, especially in counter-attacking situations for his team. Pele also had a good ability to pass the ball in pressurized situations, which made him a valuable player in decisive moments. In FIFA, Ronaldinho has a passing ability score of 91, while Pele stands out more with a score of 93. As Pele has better statistics in this area, points to him. Ronaldinho, for example, was a player who managed to have remarkable physical stamina, which allowed him to shine brightly on the pitch. He was able to create plays and unbalance the opposing defense, even at times when he showed signs of fatigue. Based on the distance he traveled in the competitions he took part in, Ronaldinho averaged 8 kilometers in a match. On the other hand, football was very different in Pele's day. Although he had good physical stamina, this wasn't the main physical characteristic required by players on the pitch. That's because, in his day, a footballer only covered an average of around 4 kilometers per game. So Ronaldinho wins this round. Assists. Both football legends were extremely skillful and responsible for driving the ball forward with mastery, at the same time as creating chances for his teammates, playing the role of an extremely creative midfielder. According to the available data, Ronaldinho charmed the footballing world by providing around 187 brilliant assists in 500 games, a good average of 37 assists for every 100 games played. King Pele, on the other hand, was able to create good moves that resulted in goals for his team. According to some sources, it is estimated that throughout his career, Pele made a total of 362 assists in 825 official games, an average of almost 44 assists every 100 games. A good number of assists, considering that he was a striker and that his main objective was to score goals. So it's clear that Pele wins this round, and in demand by clubs. Pele, for example, was the highest paid athlete of his time, with a contract worth $2 million a year, far below the amount players receive today. But according to some estimates, if Pele played today, his salary would be one of the highest in the world. Ronaldinho, for example, experienced the peak of his career playing for Barcelona, because he was twice considered the best player in the world, which ended up increasing his salary exponentially. At the time, he was considered the highest paid footballer in the world, earning a salary of $10 million a season. Turning to his most expensive transfer, Ronaldinho's record was his move to Barcelona in 2003 for around 32 million euros. As Pele didn't live in a period when football was valued more highly, it's hard to say who wins this round. So let's call it a draw. At the end of this battle, we had 4 points for Ronaldinho against 6 points for Pele. making him the champion.